After the success of our earlier dream match videos like Islam vs Khabib and Khabib vs Bruce Lee, today we have brought another great dream match. One is a pro wrestling phenomena, a legend in MMA. People often call him the Beast Incarnate. We're talking about none other than Brock Lesnar, facing against the legend who once was undefeated for nearly 800 matches. That's right, folks, 800 matches. We are talking about the Russian giant Aleksandr Karelin. The stage is set for a colossal clash of titans as two of the most dominant forces in their respective disciplines collide in a battle for the ages. On one side, we have Brock Lesnar, the former UFC heavyweight champion, WWE champion, and NCAA Division 1 wrestling champion. Lesnar's reputation as a formidable force in both the wrestling and MMA worlds is well deserved, with his intense training regimens, crushing F5s, and devastating striking. On the other side, we have Aleksandr Karelin, the Russian wrestling legend, dominated the Greco-Roman wrestling world for over a decade. Karlin's incredible strength, technical grappling skills, and undefeated streak of 887 wins and 2 losses make him a force to be reckoned with. The question on everyone's mind is, can Karlin wrestling prowess translate to the MMA world? And can he take down the Beast Incarnate? The crowd is on the edge of their seats as these two giants prepare to face off in a fight that promises to be an instant classic. Will Lesnar's MMA experience and physicality be enough to overcome Karlin's wrestling dominance, or will Karlin's strength and technique prove too much for the Beast to handle? Let's get ready to find out. Aleksandr Karelin is a Russian former Greco-Roman wrestler, widely regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Born on September 19, 1967 in Russia, Karelin's dominance in the sport spanned over 2 decades. 3-time Olympic gold medalist, Karelin won gold medals at the 1988, 1992 and 1996 Olympic Games. 9-time world champion, he won 9 world championship titles between 1987 and 1999. 887 wins, 2 losses. Karelin's incredible wrestling record includes an undefeated streak of 13 years from 1987 to 2000. His greatest opponents are Volny, a Polish Greco-Roman wrestler who pushed Karelin to his limits in several matches; Matt Ghaffari, an American Greco-Roman wrestler who was one of the few wrestlers to take Karelin to the mat; Sergey, a Bulgarian Greco-Roman wrestler who had several epic battles with Karelin in the 1990s. Karelin's dominance in Greco-Roman wrestling inspired a generation of wrestlers. His incredible strength, technical skill, and mental toughness made him nearly unbeatable. Even after his retirement, Karelin remains a legendary figure in the wrestling world, and his influence can still be seen in the sport today. Now, let's move on to the next segment. Would you like to explore Brock Lesnar's background or dive straight into the hypothetical fight? Brock Lesnar is an American professional wrestler and former mixed martial artist. Born on July 12, 1977, in Webster, South Dakota, Lesnar's athletic career has spanned multiple disciplines including wrestling, football, and MMA. UFC heavyweight champion, Lesnar won the UFC heavyweight championship in 2008, defeating Randy Couture at UFC 91. WWE champion, Lesnar has won the WWE championship multiple times, becoming one of the most dominant forces in professional wrestling. NCAA Division 1 wrestling champion, Lesnar was an NCAA Division 1 wrestling champion in 2000, competing for the University of Minnesota. UFC 91, Lesnar vs Couture. Lesnar victory over Randy Couture earned him the UFC Heavyweight Championship. Lesnar vs Mir. Lesnar defended his title against Frank Mir in a highly anticipated bout. Lesnar vs John Cena. Lesnar feud with John Cena is one of the most iconic in WWE history. Lesnar's unique blend of size, strength, and athleticism has made him a formidable opponent in both the UFC and WWE. His intense training regime and dominant performances have cemented his status as one of the greatest heavyweights in combat sports history. The stage is set for the ultimate showdown between two giants, Brock Lesnar and Aleksandr Karelin. The crowd is electric as these two dominant forces face off in a battle for the ages. Round 1. The bell rings and both fighters approach each other cautiously. Lesnar, known for his aggressive style, tries to close the distance and land a powerful strike. Karelin, meanwhile, uses his quick footwork and wrestling instincts to keep Lesnar at bay. Lesnar lands a few solid jabs, but Karelin defense holds strong. Karelin retaliates with a takedown attempt, but Lesnar's wrestling background allows him to defend actively. Round 2 and round 3 were grappling exchange. Karelin takes Lesnar down in the second round, showcasing his incredible wrestling skill. Lesnar tries to scramble and escape, but Karlin's control is too strong. Karelin attempts to finish with a submission, but Lesnar's strength and athleticism allows him to survive. In the third round, Lesnar catches Karelin with a powerful knee strike, sending him stumbling back. Lesnar seizes the opportunity to land more strikes, but Karlin's chin holds strong. The fight becomes a war of endurance as both fighters give it their all. Karlin's wrestling conditions allow him to maintain a high pace, while Lesnar's MMA training helps him to adapt to the grappling exchange. In the final round, Karlin's strength and technique begin to take their toll on Lesnar. Karlin lands several good shots and takes Lesnar down again, this time transitioning to a dominant position. The decision. The judges' scorecard are tallied, and the winner is Aleksandr Karelin. Karlin's wrestling prowess and conditioning proved too much for Lesnar as he earns a unanimous decision victory. Post-fight, both fighters shows respect for each other's skills, acknowledging that they pushed each other to their limits. The hypothetical match between Brock Lesnar and Aleksandr Karelin was an epic clash of titans. Both fighters showcased their incredible skills, strength, and determination. In the end, Karelin's dominance in Greco-Roman wrestling and his exceptional conditioning proved to be the deciding factor. This dream match highlighted the importance of wrestling in MMA and the potential for Olympic-level wrestlers to excel in the sport. It also demonstrated Lesnar's remarkable abilities as a fighter and wrestler, cementing his status as one of the greatest heavyweights in combat sports history. The question remains, what if these two giants faced off in a real fight? While we'll never know for certain, this hypothetical match gave us a glimpse into the incredible skills and physicality both fighters possess. Thanks for joining me on this journey. What do you think about this dream match? Would you like to see more hypothetical fights featuring other legendary fighters? Then join me and subscribe to World Insane Wrestling.